Blessings, greetings, salutations, peace, all of that great stuff. I am back again. I was just going to let it slide and make up Tuesday for tomorrow. But I said, you know what? While I have a little bit of energy left, I decided that I wanted to be on time. How about that? Taking accountability. I'm proud of myself. You rock, girl. So thank you again for joining my Aisha Speaks Jade page, where, of course, none other, I am Aisha, affectionately known as Jade. Others call me Aisha too. It's just all based on the dialect. But make sure you put that respect on it. That RESPECT. So I am doing another awareness topic. I decided that this week, I don't know how many days I'm going to do it, but I just did one for Monday, which was yesterday. I spoke briefly on National Eczema Week. And today, which is Tuesday, September the 11th, 2018, I am going to speak about Migraine Awareness Week. And before I start speaking about that, I just want to take a few moments to pay much respect to those who lost their lives and their families are forever affected during the 9/11 tragedy. Regardless of how we think and what we think, if it was all fake or it was some fake and it was real, people at the end of the day still lost their lives. September 11th. Let's just pause for a brief moment. Nam Yoho Ring Kyo. And so it is. All right. Let's talk about Migraine Awareness Week. I don't know about you guys, but I have suffered with migraines forever, as long as I can think. And more so recently, I've been doing pretty good and managing it. And I think that some of it contributes to how my diet has been changing. I am not perfect, and there are times where I get them, but knock on wood, wherever it's at, I have not gotten a migraine headache in a little while, and I'm so appreciative because it is, I can't even begin to describe how the feeling is. I know my dad, may he rest wherever he's at. My dad suffered with migraine headaches for as long as I can remember. When I was young, I remember him talking about having these awful headaches. And even my mom, like, she had headaches as well. So I believe it's genetics. I believe it's what we eat. And again, I think it's different factors. So let's just see. So Migraine Awareness Week is normally every year between the month of September, between September the 2nd and the 8th. And even though we're in September the 11th, we all know migraines are year round. So each September, we use this week to raise general awareness of migraines as a serious public health issue and to reduce stigma. Migraines are the third most common disease in the world, with an estimated global prevalence of 1 in 7 people. Despite being recognized as one of the most disabling lifetime conditions, awareness and understanding is low. Migraine Awareness Week, beginning on the first Sunday in September, aims to raise awareness of the condition, highlight its impact, and our vital work to support the millions of people affected. So when you see this, hashtag mindful of migraine. Again, that's hashtag mindful of migraines. Mindful of migraine workplaces. To build on the success of last year's Migraine Awareness Week that focused on migraine in the workplace, we have decided to focus on this important issue again, as we feel there is still much to be done in this area. We also thought that the recent research by the Work Foundation into migraine in the workplace provided an opportunity to look at what can be done to make workplace better for people who get migraines. That is why we are using the Migraine Awareness Week to launch a drive to promote how workplaces can be mindful of migraine. By mindful of migraine, we mean for employers. So they're specifically speaking about having a migraine in the workplace, but hopefully this can apply to all. To be aware of the high numbers of people who get migraine, that it is very common, and that there is a strong possibility that someone they employ might get migraines. And I also believe migraines can not only due to poor eating and not enough exercise, but also to maybe having extremely low iron or stress. I believe stress plays a big factor in a lot of things. May not be the major thing, but I feel it plays a part. So, to have an understanding that it is a complex neurological condition and that people can experience migraine very differently. To make reasonable adjustments once they become aware that they have an employee who gets migraines, such as considering flexible working practices and looking at how their physical environment can be adjusted to help prevent the triggering of a migraine. Workplaces being mindful of migraines won't mean that people with migraine never struggle at work again, or that they won't encounter issues at work because of migraine, but we believe it is an important step in helping people work with migraine. So, if you would like to promote how workplaces can be mindful of migraines, you can let your organization know how it can be mindful of migraines by downloading their Migraine Help at Work Toolkit and share it with your employer. It provides general information for people with migraine, their colleagues, managers, trade unions, HR departments, and occupational health professionals about ways to manage migraine in the workplace. Next, highlight good practice. You can share your experience of how your employer made reasonable adjustments to help you manage your migraine. And 3, raise awareness of mindful of migraine workplaces. So you can download some of the social media graphics, below, and share them on your social channels with a link to the page and using the hashtag again, which is hashtag mindful of migraines. So that was specifically, speaking of migraines within the workplace. I'm trying to actually see if there is something a little bit more, I want to say, general. So, not sure. They're not really pulling up. Let's just see. So they have something called the Coalition for Headache and Migraine Patients. and doesn't look like it wants to be cooperative with me. Typical. Let's see. But yes, I believe that there's different alternatives to when you have migraines. Because you guys know, and if you don't know, you're getting ready to know that I am not the biggest person who promotes big pharma. But I'm keeping a pro-choice mind because there are people that believe that the medicines help. And especially if you are in pain and having this migraine or having a toothache, you're not really caring. You want something that's going to give you relief. But there's always side effects. Even in alternatives, there are side effects sometimes. So again, you have to do your due diligence when you're trying to incorporate alternative or holistic practices, as well as taking ibuprofens, Tylenols, Aleve, things like that. So it's not giving me a whole lot of anything, unfortunately. Oh, okay. So you have to bear with me, good people, and I really do apologize for that. Because I really wanted to bring more. But just know that I know. So if you ever experienced having a migraine, put in my comment, what did you do to make yourself feel better? Did you use pain medicine or pain relief that was prescribed by the doctor, over the counter, or did you do alternative medicines? Let me know. I'll be really curious. I've actually been trying to do, if I get a headache, not necessarily a migraine, but I've been trying to catch, like, if I get a headache, to really, I've put lavender. I've rubbed lavender on my forehead and my temples and the back of my neck and things like that. And it tends to work, providing that I catch it early. I'm not going to tell a tale. There has been times when I'm really feeling bad that I've taken ibuprofen, and the outcome of it just internally does not do me good. It temporarily puts a Band-Aid on and I get a little bit of relief, but really internally it just does not do good for me. I've also used CBD products, hemp products. Without the high, people have to just make sure you know that. I've tried CBD products and I've put that like on my forehead and on my temples and on the back of my neck, and that works well also. So here are 7 alternatives for natural migraine relief and prevention. So if you live with a migraine, it's likely you are aware that specific triggers and treatments vary from person to person, making consistent migraine relief a moving target. Moreover, migraine drugs can complicate things with ineffective results, compounding side effects and concerns of medication overuse headache. However, there are several alternative treatments that can provide natural migraine relief and prevention without the need for prescription medicine. Although each patient experience can be different, these remedies are generally supported by clinical research and are frequently recommended by headache specialists and neurologists. But what do you know about the effectiveness and cost of these solutions? We break down everything, and you should know about these alternative migraine treatments. So note, always consult with your doctor before trying any treatment strategies. Your doctor can help you determine which remedies are best for you, and it is essential to discuss any options with them to ensure it is safe and appropriate. So I'm just going to touch on them really briefly so you can just get some type of idea. So the first would be acupuncture. So acupuncture are those little needles that are put into the different parts of your body. So acupuncture has been used as an option for migraine prevention for many years. Specialists in this field insert very fine needles into specific points on the body. And with those needles, you even have to be careful about there are certain needles that you should use for it to be effective. So they're inserted, these needles, into specific points on the body, then manually or electrically stimulate the needles. The practice promotes blood flow into the areas around the needles, which may help with migraine. So, the side effects, because like I said, I believe that there's side effects to even alternative medicines as well as the big pharma. So side effects. Acupuncture is generally regarded as a safe alternative treatment for migraines. However, there are some occasional side effects that have been reported by approximately 10% of individuals. These may include bruising, soreness, bleeding at the needle site, feelings of heaviness, numbness, and tingling. So the cost of this acupuncture is between $50 to $100 per session. So the next would be biofeedback. Biofeedback has been an accepted option for relief for migraines for some time. In fact, it teaches patients to control involuntary bodily processes like heart rate and muscle tension by utilizing electronic monitoring. By bringing awareness to these psychological changes, doctors and other professionals can help them develop techniques to manage any negative effects. So the side effect of it, biofeedback conducted with the guidance of a trained professional is safe and free of side effects. However, if improperly applied, can result in an enormous amount of symptoms. The cost for this is between $35 to $85 per treatment. Next, precision tinted lenses. Precision tinted lenses. So for those with migraine related light sensitivity, because I don't know about you guys, but when I get migraines, I want to be in complete darkness. And I know that's not going to happen all the time because I work. But a lot of times for individuals who have horrific migraines, they can't be in a lot of light. So migraine-related light sensitivity or light triggers, precision tinted lenses are a great option to naturally provide relief and prevent migraine attacks from happening, all without having to deal with prescribed medication. This gives the lenses a rose color, and it can be worn regularly around common light sources such as fluorescent light, computer or mobile device screens, and sunlight. So, side effects. There have been no clinical findings showing any side effects of tinted lenses. Some patients have questioned whether there is a dependence-like effect after wearing these glasses for an extended period of time, such that taking them off results in worsened light sensitivity. However, there is no evidence that this is the case. In fact, wearing dark sunglasses indoors is the only behavior that is shown to result in more pronounced sensitivity to light, according to migraine experts. So the cost for this, they have glasses called TheraSpecs, are a one-time purchase. They're non-prescription, and they typically range between $99 to $278. Next is relaxation, meditation, and stress management. Relaxation and meditation techniques show promise for people with chronic migraine, especially those with a history of medication overuse. Patients typically take a series of classes where they learn relaxation methods, guided meditations, controlled breathing practices, and stress management. So when there's a study that says when doing meditation, it's reduced pain by 33% for patients with chronic migraines after only a single session. How about that? And of course, doing meditation, it also decreases stress and blood pressure. As far as side effects, no reported side effects have been observed in mindfulness-based relaxation or stress reduction. So the cost for this. The treatments can vary greatly from just a few dollars per session up to $250 and often require multiple sessions. Self-guided meditation or related behavioral therapies can be a more cost-effective alternative. Next is yoga. The practice of yoga has been used for its therapeutic value for thousands of years, but it has enjoyed growing popular since the 70s. It is closely linked to relaxation and meditation and accomplishes similar goals through movement and breathing techniques. Patients practicing yoga moves through various stretches and hold specific poses while concentrating on deep breathing. As far as the side effects, as with most forms of exercise, the usual side effects of soreness, muscle tightness, and joint pain can all occur with yoga, especially if you're just starting out to do yoga and you have no clue. You're going to be sore until your body becomes more accustomed or used to it, because that's when you have to put into practice being consistent and discipline yourself. It's always important to consult with a doctor to make sure you are capable of any type of physical exercise. Definitely do that, I say, as well as, you can YouTube. They have DVDs or whatever on it. And if you're a beginner, and there's different types of yoga. That's the thing about it also. Different types of yoga, different levels to yoga, as with mindfulness and meditation. So YouTube, utilize YouTube. If you have a phone, utilize YouTube. You have a laptop or a desktop, utilize it. You can do it right in your home if you really don't have the money to go out and pay for these classes. Find a space where you stay and do it. So the cost of it. A private yoga session is not necessarily cheap, costing about $60 per session on average, but it may be preferred in order to focus on specific pain points for migraine patients. Therapeutic yoga may be expensive, may be pretty expensive. And as with other alternative forms of migraine treatment, it is likely that you will have to participate in multiple sessions in order to experience the full effect. So they do have like these community type of yoga and things like that where people are doing these classes in order to, I guess, get their credit so that they can get their to complete their class and get their certificate for doing it. So nowadays it doesn't have to be that expensive, but always keep the other option of doing it in your home as well if you're not quite ready to get out into the public. They have group sessions that may be less expensive. You can find yoga classes at a local gym. Prices can range from $10 to $50 per month. Also, they have Neuro Stimulation. So it's called Neuro Stimulation. While this might sound like an invasive surgical procedure, two non-invasive therapies broadly labeled neurostimulation may offer relief for migraine. So the first of these treatments, they stimulate through a device called the CFLA. It uses electrodes to inhibit the onset of attacks in all types of migraine patients. The second is known as transcranial magnetic stimulation through the spring TMS, which utilizes magnets to stimulate cranial nerves and render the same effect. So this is approved by the FDA. Go figure. So the side effects for this is a very small percentage of users reported minor side effects related to the CFLA, I believe. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. CEFALY or spring TMS. These issues include localized pain or inflammation, fatigue, insomnia, and headache immediately after use. So the cost for this is about $250 per month, or for an entire year at $175 per month. Insurance companies, not sure if they do cover it, but it looks like if you come out of pocket, like if you have one, if this is, sounds like it's one of those out of network type of things, and if you pay for it, your company will reimburse you back for it. And of course, supplements. Magnesium. So supplements like magnesium and riboflavin are readily available as pills. So that word is spelled RIBOFAFLAVIN. riboflavin are ready available as pills and offer a natural solution for alleviating the pain of migraines. You might be deficient in magnesium. Yeah, okay, I'm getting it. A possible reason for their effectiveness is due to observation that patients with the headache disorder may already have, I just said it, magnesium deficiency and lower levels in their brain during attacks. Primarily, riboflavin, also known as vitamin B2, deficiency may also exist. However, it is important to be aware of the potential side effects outlined for these migraine supplements. So, side effects to this. Several side effects have been reported with the use of magnesium and riboflavin for migraines, although the numbers have been small. These have included diarrhea, vomiting, and intestinal irritation. It is unclear if these side effects are directly related to the use of these specific migraine supplements, and there may be additional issues such as difficulty breathing and muscle weakness, not identified in research but which occur in patients who take them. More information is needed, and it is always best to speak with your doctor about over-the-counter supplements. Ask questions. If you don't understand something, please do not sit there acting like you get it, knowing that you really don't. Ask questions. That's what they're there for, even if it annoys them. Or take something with you, write it down so you can kind of understand it. Let them know, break it down to you in terms where you get it. So the cost for this, over-the-counter magnesium can typically cost between $5 to $50 depending on the brand. So with that being said, remember each person responds differently to any given treatment. So again, make sure you talk with your doctor or headache specialist about each of these options to see what might be best for you. And I want to thank you guys. I am extremely tired now and I feel it. And I do apologize in advance for any mispronounced words. But that is okay. My life goes on. And it is what it is. But with that being said, I'm tired, so I'm being a little funny. With that being said, always remember self-care, self-care, self-care. Take care of yourself. Starts with the inside and then it works its way out. Know your worth, respect yourself, and love yourself. Know your worth. Take care of your crown from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. And you can find me on all social medias. I'm under Aisha Speaks Jade. So, of course, that is the page that you are on now. Like my page, share my page, support my page. At the top of my Facebook page, it says no ratings yet. I would love for you guys to please rate me. There's a rating. Please rate me. I would really appreciate that. You can also find me under Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, under Aisha Speaks Jade. Also, I have a YouTube channel. You can go and subscribe, hit the notification bell, support me with that. So I'm on a multiple of social medias. Thank you again. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy this beautiful Tuesday evening. Relax. Take care of yourself. Positive vibes and great energy. With gratitude, namaste and ashe. Oh, one more thing before I completely stop. If you're interested, I have a website. You can please go on my business store. Go to my business store. My website is lifestotalwellness.healthyplacebotanicals.com. lifestotalwellness.healthyplacebotanicals.com. I have 100% organic essential oils, non-GMO, gluten-free, vegan, essential oils, as well as CBD without the high. Check it out. See if it's something that might be interesting to you. If it is, please support my page by purchasing essential oils. You can incorporate it with medication if you're already taking it. And that's all I have to say. Again, peace, love, and hair grease. And ashe. And so it is.